one is actually a independent branch. Okay, the rest of the sums what I've done till now, it's all the dependent branch. That means they are dependent on the head office. Actually completely dependent upon the head office, and if this is the independent branch, then they have some independency regarding that particular purchase and sales, all the things. Okay, and all the amount should not be dispatched, all the things, relevant informations have been given. Okay, so whenever I'm talking about some independent branch, just think about it, they have a own power to purchase and meet some expenses. Okay, that particular thing you need to know. Okay, so just I'm reading out the sum first. বড় sum আছে, ঠিক আছে। A limited company has its head office in Bombay, whose branch office is in Delhi. So head office is in Bombay and the branch office is at Delhi, that obtain goods from partly from head office and partly from outsider. Okay, so the Delhi branch has the option to get the goods from the head office partly and partly from outsider. So they has a provisions of purchasing goods from the outsider. Okay, the branch keeps a separate set of books, and this is also important. Branch keeps a separate set of books. Till now what I've done, till now I have prepared a account that is like in the books of the head office, branch account, branch stock account, branch stock adjustment account, like this. Now in this particular sum they have mentioned the branch has a separate set of books. Okay, so they maintain their own books of accounts. Now the following balances were extracted also on 1995. Now just see here, it is given like Bombay head office one is there, one actually it at a trial balance. Okay, so Bombay head office के अंदर दो डेबिट क्रेडिट जैसा है दिया हुआ है, ब्रांच का दिया हुआ है. So the branch have their own set of books, and from that we have extracted that following balances. Okay, normally the thing is that in case of the dependent branch there will be no significance of these balances, or rather you can say that there will be no existence of these balances, only the head office column is there. Okay, so but in this sum, the together with the head office, the branch column is also there, and they have provided you with the following balances. So normally এইসব জিনিসগুলো আছে, সেগুলো যখন করব পরপর একটা করে বলছি, এখন কিছু বলছি না. Okay, now the difference between the balances of the head office current account and branch current account is due to goods and check in transit as at the date of preparation of the trial balance. Okay, now just see here the current account. Okay, now current account, yes, current account is 170,000 and another one is given 55,800. Just here, look at here, current account balance as per the head office book it will be 70,000, and in case of the Delhi branch it is 55,800. So there will be some difference between that particular balances. It should be 70,000 না, তাহলে দুজনেরই তো 70,000 হওয়া উচিত, but as there is a difference, the reason behind such difference is that there are some goods and check in transit. Okay, বাট আমি সামটা করে নেওয়ার পর একটা জিনিস আমি নোটিস করেছিলাম, ঠিক আছে। সো আই হ্যাভ মেড আ এরার অর মেড আ মিস্টেক ইন দিস পার্টিকুলার সাম, একটা স্লাইড মিস্টেক করেছিলাম। সেটা হচ্ছে ইনস্টেড অফ চেক ইন ট্রানজিট আই হ্যাভ কনসিডার দ্যাট ইন ক্যাশ ইন ট্রানজিট। আমি আগেই বলে দিচ্ছি, ইন কেস অফ দ্য চেক ইন ট্রানজিট আমি ওটাকে ক্যাশ ইন ট্রানজিট হিসেবে কনসিডার করে নিয়েছিলাম, ঠিক আছে। সো ওই মিস্টেক স্লাইড একটা মিস্টেক হয়েছে, ঠিক আছে, নামটা লিখতে চেক ইন ট্রানজিট অ্যান্ড দ্য ক্যাশ ইন ট্রানজিট, বাট দ্য ট্রিটমেন্ট উইল অল সেম কাইন্ড অফ. Okay, so the difference between these balances is because of the goods and the check in transit, or rather cash in transit. Now rent of the branch office remain unpaid is 150, so there is outstanding rent of 150. Plant, furniture and loose tools are to be depreciated at the rate 10% per annum, 15% per annum and 20% per annum respectively. Stock in trade on 31/12/1995, that is the closing stock, was as follows: head office books 65 and branch 35,000. Prepare combined trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31/12/1995 and a balance sheet as on that date. So we need to prepare a trading account and a profit and loss account. Okay, so this is the sums given. Okay, so you need to prepare the trading and profit and loss account. I don't think there will be much problem of solving this particular sum, because you already know that trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet very well. Okay, but one slight adjustment is required, because this particular head office is a company. Okay, so normally what happens, if in case of the preparation of the final accounts of the company, okay, we need to follow the schedule 3 nowadays. Okay, previously it was normal T form balance sheet, but nowadays it will be a statement form balance sheet. Okay, and it will be like this, will follow that particular schedule 3, though schedule 3 is not included in the syllabus of the third semester. So I'm just concentrating upon the basic final accounts that you have prepared in the first semester. ফার্স্ট সেমিস্টারে যেরকম ফাইনাল অ্যাকাউন্টস করেছিলি, ঠিক আছে, সেই রকমভাবেই আমরা সামসটা করাচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে, অলমোস্ট সেম। ওকে, একটা দুটো জায়গায় একটুখানি ইয়ে করেছি। ওকে, সো ফার্স্ট প্রিপেয়ার দ্য ট্রেডিং অ্যান্ড প্রফিট আর লস অ্যাকাউন্ট। ওকে, সো আই হ্যাভ প্রিপেয়ার্ড আ ট্রেডিং অ্যান্ড প্রফিট আর লস অ্যাকাউন্ট হিয়ার। আগে ট্রেডিং অ্যাকাউন্টটা বলি, ট্রেডিং অ্যান্ড প্রফিট কম্বাইন্ড ট্রেডিং অ্যান্ড প্রফিট আর লস অ্যাকাউন্ট ফর দ্য ইয়ার এন্ডেড 31/12/1995। সো ফার্স্ট থিং আমরা যেখানে ট্রেডিং অ্যাকাউন্টে ফার্স্টে যেটা আছে শু ওপেনিং স্টক। ওকে, নাও ইট উইল বি বেটার ইফ ইউ ডান দ্য হোল সাম টুগেদার, ঠিক আছে, একসঙ্গে পুরোটা সামটা করলে ভালো হয়, বাট আমার পক্ষে একটু বোঝানোটা টাফ হয়ে যাবে। সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আই এম ইউজিং দ্যাট পার্টিকুলার সিঙ্গেল ওয়ান, ঠিক আছে, একটা একটা করে দেখাচ্ছি। ওকে, সো ফার্স্ট ওয়ান, what will be the items of the trading account? It is simply opening stock, purchase, if it is goods sent to branch it will be there, then sales, closing stock, simple. Okay, so opening stock is given 50,000 and 40,000. Okay, just look at here. Yeah, opening stock 1195, 50,000 and 40,000. Next, the purchase is how much? Purchase and sales given together, so it is debit balance will be considered as a purchase. So in case of the head office it will be 60,000, in case of the branch it will be 1,12,000. Okay, so just see here, opening stock 50,000, 40,000, purchase 6 lakh and 1,12,000. Now next there will be goods sent, ঠিক আছে, goods sent এরিয়াটা দেখি, just see that good from head office to branch, very carefully see that in case of the head office it is given 90,000 because head office is sending goods to branch, so obviously it will be considered as the sale for the head office, and the branch is receiving the goods, so it will be the purchase for the head office. That's why in case of the head office it is given on the credit side as a sale, and in case of the branch it is given on the debit side as a purchase. But the main thing is that there is a difference between there is a difference of 10,000. 90,000 is the head of 90,000 is the balance, actually goods sent, and 80,000 is the goods received, so 10,000 is the difference. Okay, so that particular 10,000 will be considered as what? That 10,000 will be considered as a goods in transit, but we need to put that particular 90 and 80 in case of the trading account. So trading account আমাকে তাই put করতে হবে। So buy goods sent to branch, in case of the head office column I have posted 90,000, but in the goods sent to branch, in the branch column it will be 80,000. So 90,000 and 80,000. Next, next we have the sales is given 8,10,000 for the head office, 2,45,000 for the branch. So post it there, 8,10,000 sales for the head office and 2,45,000 for the branch. Now next is the closing stock. Okay, closing stock given at the end, head office 65, branch 35. So put it there, by closing stock 65,000 is the head office and 35,000 is the branch. So if I close down that particular trading account, in the head office it will be 9,65,000 column total, so we have a gross profit of 3,15,000, and the branch column total 2,80,000, the profit is came as 48,000. Now transfer that particular gross profit to that profit and loss account, so gross profit BD 3,15,000 and 48,000. So your trading account have been completed. Now in case of the profit and loss account, we all know in the profit and loss account there will be some expenses will be there. Okay, so just go on with that. Share capital, plant and machinery, yeah, salary and wages. Okay, salary and wages 30,000 is head office and branches is 16,000. So first one will be the salaries and wages. 13,000 for the head office, 16,000 from the branch. Next what we have, next you have your rent, 15,000 for the head office, 8,500 for the branch, and there is also an outstanding rent have been given. Okay, just see that rent of the branch office, so that is the outstanding for the branch. Branch office remain unpaid 150. Okay, so credit side, in the credit side we need to write like this: rent 15,000 and 8,500, outstanding rent 150. Done. Next what we have, we have the general expenses, 5,000 for the branch head office, 7,500 for the branch. So put it there, two general expenses, 5,000 and 7,500. Next what we have, it is now goods sent, you have already done that. Current account পরে করব, opening stock you have posted. Yes, there is a depreciation. Plant and machinery, furniture and loose tools are to be depreciated as 10%, 15% and 20% respectively. So just see about it. Now in case of the plant and machinery, 2,80,000 for the head office, there is no amount for the no plant and machinery is given for the branch. So it will be simply 2,80,000 into 10%. It will be posted on the head office column only. Again I am repeating, plant and machinery appears only in the head office column, so the depreciation will be charged only in the head office column only. Okay, so it is like to depreciation plant, it is 10%, so it will be 28,000, 2,80,000 upon 10%, 28,000. Now next what we have, next we have your furniture and fixture. Okay, furniture and fixture 50,000 for the head office and 25,000 for the branch. Now what is the rate of depreciation? 15%. Okay, so depreciation on furniture 50,000 into 15%, so it will be 7,500, and 25,000 into 15%, it will be 73750. Okay, so in the debit side just write furniture 15%, 7,500, 3750. Next you have the loose tools. Okay, can you tell me what is the treatment of the loose tools? Okay, loose tools कहाँ पर बैठता है, क्या बोलते पारबी loose tools कोথায় বসে?
सर वो करंट एसेट्स है।
Current assets है, very good. Okay, so loose tool is a current asset. So lot of people have a confusion regarding this. वो लोग loose tools को fixed asset consider करता है, but loose tools is not a fixed asset. Loose tool is a current asset. Okay, प्लांट एंड मशीनरी, फर्नीचर, फिक्सचर ये तो पता ही है फिक्स्ड एसेट है, बट लूज टूल्स इज एक्चुअली अ करेंट एसेट. बट यहाँ पर डेप्रिसिएशन करना बोले तो डेप्रिसिएशन तो मुझे करना ही पड़ेगा, एंड डेप्रिसिएशन ऑब्वियसली एज अ लॉस टू बी पोस्टेड ऑन द डेबिट साइड ऑफ द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ओके, सो द लूज टूल्स इट विल बी 20%. सो 40,000 के ऊपर 20% इट विल बी 8,000, एंड 18,000 के ऊपर 20% इट विल बी 36,000. Okay, so if I finish off the profit and loss account, okay, so 3,15,000 minus deducting the debit side thing, so the net profit CD is 2,21,500, and it is 48,000 deducting the debit side expenses, you will get 8,500 is the net profit. So net profit for the head office is 2,21,500, and net profit for the branch is 8,500. Now next is that particular difference between the head office current account and branch current account is actually to be calculated. Now you can calculate this as a statement form में calculate करा जाए, but I have prepared an account. Okay, हमें एक account बनी नहीं थी. Okay, it will be helpful for that. I thought so. Okay, so this is your branch current account. Okay, so what is the opening balance? The opening balance is given 70,000, and closing balance as per the branch it is given 55,800. Now there is a goods in transit of 10,000. So you can ask me, sir, where from this 10,000 appears? Just look at here. 90,000 is the goods sent by the head office, but actually goods received by the branch is actually 80,000. So 90,000 পাঠালাম, 80,000 পেলো, তাহলে মাঝখানে 10,000 টা কোথায় গেল? So actually that particular 10,000 in transit अभी branch के पास नहीं पहुंचा है, पहुंच जाएगा. ठीक है, so अभी वो transit में है. ठीक है, so transit is actually goods in transit is actually 10,000. So goods in transit 90,000 minus 80,000, so it will be 10,000. Okay, so 10,000 is actually the goods in transit. Now just see here, 70,000 is the debit side balance, and credit side we have the goods in transit 10, 55,800 closing balance. So rest of the thing is the balancing figure. So actually it will be considered as a cash in transit. আমি এটা check in transit লিখেও cash in transit করেছিলাম. ঠিক আছে, so it will be, you can consider it as a check in transit and you can consider it as a cash in transit. The treatment will be same. ঠিক আছে, একই জিনিস করতে হতো, শুধু নামটা আলাদা. So your cash in transit appears as a 4,200. So this will be your balancing figure. Okay, so जैसे कि मुझे बोला था कि करंट अकाउंट का जो भी डिफरेंस होगा, ठीक है, वो डिफरेंस किस बेसिस उस डिफरेंस को हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, आइदर गुड्स इन ट्रांजिट और कैश इन ट्रांजिट. बट गुड्स इन ट्रांजिट का अमाउंट मुझे मिल गया था 10,000, तो बाकी का क्या होगा, द रेस्ट ऑफ द अमाउंट विल बी कैश इन ट्रांजिट. ओके, सो आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड दैट पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट, बट इफ यू थॉट सो यू कैन स्किप दैट पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट, जस्ट स्टेटमेंट फॉर्म में निकाल लो, आराम से आ जाएगा. 4,200 इज द कैश इन ट्रांजिट. डन. And finally, so last मेरा काम क्या बाकी है, we need to prepare the balance sheet. Okay, এবার ব্যালেন্স শিটটা আমি একটু দেখাচ্ছি. ঠিক আছে, ব্যালেন্স শিট দো আই প্রিপেয়ার দ্য ব্যালেন্স শিট অন দ্য 3T form. ঠিক আছে, বাট ইট শুড বি I've used some portion of that particular schedule 3. আমি schedule 3 কিছু portion use করেছি. First of all, share capital, it is issued and subscribed. I have written that amount is 4 lakh. Another thing is that whenever you are preparing the balance sheet, then obviously the business is about the head office, so the branch don't have any capital, so the only the capital of the branch is capital of the head office is to be posted here. Okay, আর ব্রাঞ্চের ক্যাপিটাল কিছু ছিল না, দেখ ব্রাঞ্চ ইজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ফর্ম আউট অফ দ্য হেড অফিস. ওকে, সো ব্রাঞ্চের কোনো আলাদা ক্যাপিটাল হয়ও না, ইটস ফর নট পসিবল অ্যাকচুয়ালি. ওকে, সো শেয়ার ক্যাপিটাল অনলি 4 লাখ, ইট ইজ ফর দ্য হেড অফিস. ওকে, নাও আমি একবার জাস্ট কনসিডার করে নিচ্ছি. নাও কাম টু দ্য আফটার দ্য শেয়ার ক্যাপিটাল উই হ্যাভ দ্য রিজার্ভ অ্যান্ড সারপ্লাস. সো ইন দ্য রিজার্ভ অ্যান্ড সারপ্লাস ইজ এনিথিং ইজ দেয়ার? ইয়েস, প্রফিট অ্যান্ড লস অ্যাকাউন্ট ইজ দেয়ার. সো প্রফিট অ্যান্ড লস অ্যাকাউন্ট অন 1195 35,000 এটা হেড অফিস কলমে দেওয়া আছে. ওকে, সো অবভিয়াসলি it is the opening balance of the profit and loss account. Okay, opening balance of the profit and loss account. So I have represented like this: reserve and surplus, profit and loss account. Under this opening balance we have 35,000. Now along with we need to add the profit during the year. So इस साल में मेरा प्रॉफिट कितना हुआ था? इस साल में मेरा प्रॉफिट हुआ था 2,21,000 प्रॉफिट हुआ था हेड ऑफिस का, 2,21,500 and 8,500 is the profit for the branch. So इन दोनों को जोड़ देंगे. So in the profit and loss account just see that profit during the year 2,21,500 plus 8,500, so it will be 2,30,000. So if I add it, the total profit and loss balance arises as 2,65,000. Now next, any loan is there? I guess not. लोन कुछ नहीं था जब पढ़े थे, लोन दिखाई नहीं पड़ा. ठीक है, लोन तो कुछ नहीं. ठीक है, so we don't need to put that unsecured loan or non-current liabilities like this. Next what we have? Next we have the creditor. So just look at here, debtor and the creditor. Creditor is appears on the credit column. So 55,000 is the creditor for the head office and 25,000 is the creditor for the branch. Okay, so here just see that creditor head office 55,000, branch 25,000, so 80,000 is the total creditors balance. And finally there is the outstanding rent, ওটা ওখানে পুট করেছিলাম, so it will be outstanding liability, so that will be posted as a 150. So your liability side is over. Now come to the asset side. Asset side কি হবে? Obviously all the fixed asset is to be posted after adjusting the depreciation. So just look at here, plant and machinery 28,000, out of which I have deducted the 28,000 depreciation, so it will be 2,52,000. Now furniture and fixture, for head office it is 50,000, for branch it will be 25,000, so 75,000 is the total furniture and fixture, and out of which we have to deduct the depreciation 11,250. Okay, actually it is 15% of 75,000, so 11,250 I have deducted, 63,750 is the final balance. There is no investment, so I didn't post that particular investment. Now come to the current asset. First one is the loose tools. Okay, so again that for that particular reasons I have asked that question, that where is the loose tool is to be posted. Okay, so loose tool is to be considered as a current asset. So loose tools, it is 40,000 for the head office, 18,000 for the branch, so total 58,000, out of which there is a depreciation of 20%, so 11,600 I have deducted, so it is 46,400. So three main assets have been posted. Now come to rest of the thing. Okay, next thing is to be posted, that is the stock. Okay, just here it is very important. Okay, it is head office 65,000, branch 35,000, এটা অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্টে দেওয়াই ছিল. Okay, now you need to put that goods in transit down there. Okay, your goods in transit is 10,000, so it is to the total stock will appear as 1,10,000. So 65 is the head office, 35 is the branch, and goods in transit 10,000, so total stock is 1,10,000. Now come to debtors. Okay, debtors balance কি কি দেয়া আছে দেখি. The debtors balance is given on the debit column, 2,30,000 for the head office, 10,000 for the branch, so 2,30,000 plus 10 it will be 2,40,000. 2,40,000 is the debtors. Now cash at bank. Okay, so cash at bank head office balance is given 15,000 and branch it is given 6,000, so it will be 21,000. Now is cash in hand, head office balance is 5,000, branch 2,800, and cash in transit I've done that 4,200. I've calculated that cash in transit 4,200. Now if you consider that particular thing, যেটা আমি ভুল করেছিলাম আর কি, if you consider that particular thing as a check in transit, then ওখানে ওটাকে वहाँ पर उसको कैश इन ट्रांजिट की जगह पर चेक इन ट्रांजिट लिखते, यहाँ पर कैश इन ट्रांजिट की जगह पर उसको चेक इन ट्रांजिट लिखते, और चेक इन ट्रांजिट को एक्चुअली ये जो बैंक है ना, कैश एट बैंक, so head office 15, branch 6000, then it will be check in transit 4200, यही alteration होता, ठीक है, just this alteration is required. So cash in transit is 4200 and हम यहाँ पर कैश इन ट्रांजिट 4200 निकाले, वो अगर चेक इन ट्रांजिट होता तो यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं बैठता, 4200 कैश एट बैंक के साथ ऐड होता. सो हेड ऑफिस 15000, ब्रांच 6000 एंड चेक इन ट्रांजिट 4200. दैट्स द थिंग. सो if I made the total, 7,45,150 is the total balance sheet. Okay, so actually I have covered a lot of thing in this particular sum. Okay, অনেক কিছু করতে হয়েছে, but the thing is that there is nothing new in it. Okay, the only new point or only point of concern is the that particular goods in transit. बाकी तुम कर चुके हो, बाकी depreciation कहाँ होता है, फिक्स्ड एसेट के ऊपर डेप्रिसिएशन कैसे चार्ज करते हैं, वो कहाँ पर बैठता है, आउटस्टैंडिंग कहाँ पर बैठता है, इसमें तो कुछ है नहीं, ठीक है. ऑल द थिंग्स यू हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड, यू नो दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग. देन ओनली द पॉइंट ऑफ कंसर्न इज द गुड्स इन ट्रांजिट एंड चेक इन ट्रांजिट. ओके, सो गुड्स इन ट्रांजिट कहाँ से आया, ऑब्वियसली हेड ऑफिस गुड्स सेंड किया 90,000, 80,000 ब्रांच को मिला, सो ऑब्वियसली द डिफरेंस इज द गुड्स इन ट्रांजिट. And check in transit, it is simply the balance of that particular current account. So obviously the amount sent which is not recorded or not yet entered, so that will be your check in transit or cash in transit. So you just put that cash in transit or check in transit either in the cash at bank or in cash in hand. Okay, wherever it is required. Okay, so this is your final thing. So this will be your final balance sheet and this will be the last sum of the branch account. So here I end the branch accounting chapter. Okay, अगर किसी का कुछ डाउट है तो बताओ. अनदर थिंग, ये इंडिपेंडेंट ब्रांच उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, ठीक है, इंडिपेंडेंट ब्रांच उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट था वो डिपेंडेंट ब्रांच से इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है. किसी का कुछ डाउट है तो बताओ.